Oh, I'm going to experiment with this. We'll see what happens. So, if you see something, it worked. If you don't see something, it didn't work. Because I won't know until it's done. So anyways, I need, this is the Daily Reads book series, and I'm Christina, Kristina. I read books and talk about books. No special effects. Although I'm going to try with this video, but most of the time I just read books and talk about books. That's it. I have no theme song, no fancy introduction, no fancy anything. It's just me reading books, talking books. And I really need your support in this, as I don't have a large group of friends and family and stuff that can help me. I'm relying on you, the general public, to help me. It's been 9 months and I need more likes. I need more subscribers. Please support little me. But anyways, we did the other day, Payback came out. I did an unboxing, and then the other day I did a review, spoiler alert, of Payback in Death by J.D. Robb, Nora Roberts, Eve Dallas book series. And I kept thinking about the next book, so I just had to go ahead and do it quickly. I'm going to probably do Celebrity in a couple days, but in between New York to Dallas and Celebrity in Death, there's chaos in death. This is the Unquiet novel. J.D. Robb, Mary Blaney, Patricia Gaffney, Ruth Ryan Lagan, and Mary Kate McAmis. The Unquiet. But the book, the story by J.D. is Chaos in Death. And just a little background here. I usually go into a big spiel, but most of it doesn't apply to this. But some of the other stuff does. So Eve Dallas is a New York City Police and Security Department lieutenant. And she's like this with her job. That's who she is. That's her complete 100% identity. And she's now married to Roarke, the richest guy on the planet. And she's starting to, it's been 3 years. Well, actually, by this book, it's only like 2 or 1.5, something like that. But she's starting to acclimate to being his wife, and she's gaining friends and associates, and she's trying to get to that too, because she grew up in the foster system, and she was not used to it. She never had a birthday party. She never got gifts. She never did any of that. So she's got a thing for that. She's got Peabody as her partner. McNabb is a Peabody's living partner. And he's also the detective in EDD. Feeney is the captain in EDD, Electronic Division. Morris and is the coroner, and Dickhead is the chemical guy. And then we have the Queen of Hair and Fiber, Harbo. And Mira is the department shrink. We do have Mavis Freestone. They didn't do it too much in Payback, which I was really happy, because I'm really getting tired of it. Because after 60 books, to hearing about Mavis being on the grift is like, it's old news. It's really old news. She's a star now. She's a concert person. She sings. And I'm tired of hearing it. But she's married now to Leonardo, and she's got Bella as her daughter. And their friend in common is Trina. And we will deal with Trina later. But Trina is a hairstylist. She owns a beauty parlor, salon, and she does a whole lot of extra stuff. And Eve is terrified of Trina. Just absolutely terrified. And no one else can understand why. It's just Eve. It's just, she's terrified of Trina. And there's also Somerset, the major domo, butler, Rourke's almost father. We will talk about that in later books, about his family. He just met them a few things ago in one of the earlier books, so we will get to that. But in this book, it's a short, back in the day, I should explain, there's one more coming up. Back in the day, Nora Roberts would write um, six, three Nora Roberts books. She always writes Nora Roberts in a trilogy, sometimes four, but most of the time it's three. Then she would do two Eve Dallas stories hardcover, and then she would do two short stories a year. And this was back in the day when she was doing the short stories in between. And I liked it. They always included a little extra socialness or a little extra character interaction in between books to fill in that little space. Some of them, there was one, I don't think it was Possession, but there was one of the ones where it was like it happened the very next day and they were having a barbecue at her house. So it's like a little continuing. You get a little extra socialness in it, and I enjoy them. I'm sorry she stopped doing them because, I would love 7 or 8 Eve Dallas. Put Nora Roberts aside, put the romance out the door, and just give me my Eve Dallas because I need my Eve Dallas. And I did it, like I said, we did Payback the other day, but I am going to continue with the reread. We're up to Chaos and Death, then we will do Celebrity and Death and go on from there. This is book 31.5. It's in between New York to Dallas and Celebrity and Death. It's in between. And New York to Dallas, if you want to get picky about it, some people say it's the only one without death in the title. However, people don't remember When and Big Jack. But you can get picky about it and say it's the only one. So anyway, this is Chaos and Death. And this really sick individual has killed 3 people in their home in a see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil thing by cutting off an ear, cutting out an eye, cutting out the tongue. And he is seen by witnesses leaving the scene in a makeup cape and doing a dance. He's so happy with himself for doing. Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi. My new co-host. She doesn't like being on TV. I know. She's worried about her brother. Her brother has been having seizures. Goodbye. She's had enough. So anyways, that happened. And she's just gotten back from Dallas, that whole New York to Dallas thing. And it was really hard on Eve, and you'll have to watch that video because it dealt with a whole bunch of Eve's childhood, a whole bunch. She discovered who her mom was. She remembered all the stuff. It was very, very traumatic. It's a very, very hard book to read. And I don't mean it's hard to read. I mean it's difficult to read about Eve going through all this stuff. It's a very hard book for her, the character. It's not as bad as Acheron, and we will one day do that book. And I'm telling you, Cheryl and Kenyon, her male characters are just, they've got hearts of gold, all of them, but their childhood, whatever, they were tortured to death. Absolutely tortured to death. It was just, what they were put through is unbelievable. And what Acheron was put through was even, oh my God. One day we will do that book. And my advice to all people who read that book, and we will do the whole series, The Dark Hunter and the other. But my advice always is when people read Acheron. She just put out this big, huge Firestarter thing. I wish I could afford it, but I can't. She got tarot cards with pictures of all the characters on it. Oh, it'd be so cool. But I always tell people, the first time you read Acheron, read the whole book. The second time, if you want to read the whole book, go ahead. But from then on, just read part 2 forward. Because part 1 is just heart-wrenching. But there are people out there that like heart-wrenching. So again, we will do that series. And I'm getting off the beaten track here. So, Eve just finished the New York to Dallas thing. And she's got this guy that's killed these 3 people, like I said. And he's seen leaving the crime all giddy and laughing and hysterical and just thrilled with what he's done. And so Nadine comes in, and Nadine is her friend. She's also just published the I Cove book, which is huge. and it will be in Celebrity. I think it's Celebrity Death, filmed for a movie. And so she's in between. And Nadine is a reporter. She's got the book deal. She's also a crime reporter. She's also got This Is Now TV. What is happening now in the crime in New York City? She's really popular. She's really going. And whenever she comes into Eve's department, she always brings cookies or brownies or chocolate or something as a bribe to get past the bullpen to get in to see Eve. And so she headed to Central. She needed to review her notes, write an initial report, harass the sweepers and the lab for theirs, start her murder board and book. And she wanted to look at Wit or at least Yancey's sketch. Somewhere in there, she wanted to carve out some time to do a good solid run on Eaton Billingsley. She smelled cookies the minute she stepped into the bullpen. She caught the scatter of crumbs on Jenkins's shirt, watched Baxter stuff the remains of one in his mouth before he offered her a big smile. "Nadine's in your office, LT." Pathetic that a bunch of cops fat-assing at their desks instead of out taking down bad guys can be bribed with cookies. Jenkinson shot up a hand. "We got one, Dallas. Reneke's walking him down to lockup. I'm doing the fives, with cookie crumbs on your shirt." He brushed at them hastily as she turned away to stride to her office, where Nadine, first reporter extraordinaire, lounged in her visitor's chair, nibbling on a cookie and working on her PPC. Saying nothing, Eve lifted the lid of the bakery box on her desk, took out a fat chocolate chip. "What do you want?" A man of amazing sexual prowess, great sensitivity, stupendous abs, and the face of an angel, tossed in a wicked sense of humor and stupendous wealth, who adores the very ground I walk on. "Oh, wait, you already have him." Oh, shoot. She was trying to eat a plant. Eve bit into the cookie. Second choice. Nadine fluffed back her streaky blonde hair, smiled at her feline smile with her cat eyes glinting. "I heard you caught a messy one." "That's right. I don't have anything to give you. I haven't put it together yet. 3 victims beaten, stabbed, and strangled. Recovering addicts with a connection to the Whitworth group. Killed, in fact, on property owned by same. The Whitworths are always a strong story. The victims are the story." "I know." Nadine's smile faded. "They were young, trying to turn things around. Are you looking at a gang or illegals-related murders?" "I'm looking at everything, everyone now, including the Whitworths and the very dreamy Justin Rosenthal." "Including," Nadine. Eve calculated. "You always a good source. What do you know about Eaton Billingsworth?" "He's a dick." "I got that much. Is he a suspect?" "Nadine, it's too early." "Well, I hope he is, because he is, as I said, a dick. Comes from money, not quite on the Whitworth level, but he's got a fat portfolio. He also seriously courted Adriana, who fell head over heels for Rosenthal, who was not a dick. I know much about him, but I can find out." "I'm working on it." Eve took another bite of cookie. Damn fine cookie. "What else do you want?" "You're just back from closing a big one in Dallas. Isaac McQueen, the second time you took him down. It's a hot story, Dallas. Him coming after you, abducting one of his former victims. I want you to come on now and talk about it." Eve set the cookie aside. Damn fine or not, her appetite dried up. "I'm not doing that." Before she could say anything else, Nadine held up a hand. "And I'm not going to press you, but I had to ask." "It's not like you to give up so easy." Nadine recrossed her legs. "A couple years ago, when you and I hooked up over the DeBlas case, I did a little research. I'd like to know who I'm working with." Eve said nothing. "It's not easy getting much background on you, but I know you were found in Dallas when you were a child and you'd been hurt. The reporter wants an interview, Dallas, but the friend won't push. Friendship's stronger than a story." "Okay, it was. When you get something on this new case, maybe you can give me a heads up." "Maybe I could. You could contact Bree and Melinda Jones," Eve said as Nadine rose. You could go to Dallas where it happened, talk to them there. I intended to contact them. Nadine angled her head. An on-location special. That's not bad. Some of it in the apartment where he kept Melinda Jones and the girls. Some of it in the hotel where he came after you. No, that's not half bad. I've got to go. At the door, Nadine paused, glanced back. Dallas, anytime you want to talk to a friend about any of it, the reporter will step back. I appreciate it. But I'm not sure. I think Peabody knows some of it. Because I forget when Peabody was told, but she was told some of Eve told her some of it. Mira knows all of it. Or 90% of it, because Mira went to New York to Dallas to handle the situation. Mavis knows some of it too. But I don't think they know the whole of it. And Whitney, her boss, knows some of it too because of a situation that happened. But New York to Dallas was the big thing. So then we have a little chit chat with Mavis, and I just gotta bring it up because of the Trina thing. It just cracks me up 6 ways to Sunday. Oh wait a minute, no, we won't have that here. Instantly the baby's chubby grinning face replaced her mother. Das! She cried with absolute joy and pressed her wet lips to the screen of the pocket link. Hiya, kid, kiss, kiss. Smooch. Right, smooch. Make the sound, Dallas, Mavis said off screen. Eve rolled her eyes but complied with a kissing sound. Bella squealed with yet more delight. Playtime. There was some shifting giggling, then Mavis came back on behind the film of Bella's slobber. Why didn't you tell me you were going to Dallas? Mavis demanded. I didn't have time. It was. We're going to some serious chat about this. Okay. With Mavis, it would be okay. But later. I need you to. Can you wipe your screen off? You look like you've been licked by a St. Bernard. Oh, sorry. So what's up? Mavis asked as she whipped out a cloth and polished the screen. I'm going to send you a sketch and I need you to get in touch with Trina. Show it to her. Why don't you send it to her? Because I'm busy. Mavis angled her head. Her hair, a curling mass of gold streak red today, bounced. Coward. I'm busy. I'm busy, coward. I don't want her giving me grief because I didn't rub some shit on my face or my hair, or listen to her tell me I need my hair cut or whatever. I've got something hot and she might be able to help. Give me the goods so I finish my gig on the vid, she said as Eve ordered the sketch accessed and sent. What vid? Nadine's vid. Your vid, the ICO agenda. It's mag to the hit. They want me to play myself, and the chick playing you, man, they made her a ringer. I got wigged when holy shit, a flaming stick. Shit, Bella echoed happily in the background. Oh, hello, Mavis muttered. I swore in front of the baby. Holy ho, you know what? This is too totally scary. I'm scheduling my nightmare right now. Sorry, I need to know what it takes to make somebody look like this. A pack with Satan? With makeup and prosthetics and that stuff. Trina knows that crap. I'll be passing it on and getting it off my link just in case it has the power to materialize. Come on, another angle. You did some carny work. Back in the day, sure, always plenty of marks at a carny. Ever see something like this, freak show-wise? I saw plenty of mega weird, but nothing like this. You wouldn't ask it unless he would ever kill somebody. He looks like he's born to kill. Jesus. I've got bumps of the goose all over. I'll tag Trina now so I don't have to wig out alone. Oh, and one itsy bitsy little flavor here. I just love these little snippets. But she's with Roarke at this point. In her office, she set up a second murder board while the cat sat on her sleep chair and watched her. Through the adjoining door she heard Roarke talking on the link, probably dealing with business he'd postponed during the hovering mode. Better now, she decided. Both of them were better now. Not just the sex, but the understanding that came with it or out of it, and the normalcy that went hand in hand. Nothing normal about that, she said as she studied the sketch. Not a damn thing normal there. She circled around to her desk, noticed that her message light was activated. She called up the message and actually jolted when Trina's voice spiked into the room. Got the ugly bastard and the question. Could do the skin, hair, ears, nose, teeth, no prob. Could do the red eyes, but not so they looked like red balloons coming out of the sockets. Couldn't do the jaw, not that crooked. The answer is I couldn't make anybody look like that. And I'm the best. You've got yourself a freakazoid, Dallas. You also need a treatment, hair, face, body, the works. Mavis said she and Leonardo and Bella can come by to your place for a visit on Saturday afternoon. I'll be with them. Bring my gear. Why, Roarke wondered, do you look more horrified than by the face on your board? She's coming. We have to stop her. Don't look at me like that. You could use a treatment. Hey! Though she was anything but vain, the careless comment gave her another drop. Insulting my hair, face, and body won't get you banged anytime soon. You know very well I adore your hair, face, and body. You could use a massage, relaxation treatment, and some downtime with good friends. In fact, so could I. I believe I'll contact Trina and have her bring another operative. I'll have a massage along with you. Traitor! These are just silly moments in a book about a horrible man who's doing horrible things. So, plan on meeting me back here, same bat channel, same JD Robb channel, same JD Robb time for Celebrity in Death. For a little more of Trina and Mavis and Nadine and some stars and the alcove agenda going to screen. And I need your likes and subscribes. You're all I got. I just talk book, read books. I'm going to try a special effect. I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to try it. But I have no theme song, no music, and I'm a series person. I read series. So we're reading Eve Dallas in Death. We're reading the Argonauts. I just did one. So look out for that one. We're doing Carolyn Sparks, the At Stake series. We're doing Laura K. Hamilton, Anita Blake series. I like series. I've got a couple others on the thing. Oh, I also did the Heather Redmond, the Charles Dickens. That was cute. And so I'm a series person. I read series. I've got my Kayla Bryce and my Diana Rowland and my Chloe Neal here and Angela Knight here. And Katie McAllister over here. All my Sands books that we're doing. Lynn Veal. Oh, and in the corner down here, we will get to these at some point. There's another one with tortured individual as heroes. The Black Dagger Brotherhood. And Darius is out. And I can tell you how Darius ends, because it's how it started. So break out the box of tissues for that one. We will get there. So please like and subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up. Let me know I'm doing a good job. It's just me reading books, talking books. Remember, chaos and death. Thank you. Have a good one.